Howdy. Here at Bear Hunter Campground, North Carolina on, I believe this is 7419, maybe? 7419? Sounds right. Maybe 7619? I don't know. I'm on this road at this campground. How you doing? Anyway, I'm only staying the night here. Jeff, the guy that runs the place, gave me a free spot right behind the owner's camper, but the owner's not here. He said all I had to do was get online, give him a good review. I haven't gotten to that yet, but I'm going to. But apparently some of y'all already beat me to it, so that's great. I appreciate that. Thank you. Anybody else who would like to go on there and praise him, I'm sure that he would very much appreciate that. He ran into town, offered to bring me some food. He introduced me to 4 or 5 veterans that live here at the campground. If you can see it behind me, it's just a simple little campground. Not so much a tent campground, so I didn't know that before I walked up here. And almost all of the other campsites are taken. They're all camper campsites. That's why he just let me stay for free, because I'm not hooked up to anything or anything like that. So he said he wanted to donate to the cause, which is awesome. Then the guy that lives right there where that black truck is behind me, I can't believe it. I just had his name in my head, and now it's gone. But anyway, he's a really nice guy. He's prior Special Forces. He brought me a Chinese dinner, which was awesome. I can't believe I can't remember his name. I can remember stuff until I need to. It's a really strange thing. I'm going to research my meds and see if it has anything to do with the meds I'm on. But anyway, I got my tent set up. Okay, I guess you can see it. The sun is blinding me, so I don't know if you can just see it. Yeah, there's the tent, the Freedom Stroller. The road's right up there, but I'm hidden back behind those storage buildings. Behind the cabins behind me is the river, the same river that I was walking next to earlier today. Awesome people around here. They really are awesome people. I truly think that the whole Cherokee campground thing was a misunderstanding, misinformation, and I don't believe that they were being malicious in any way, and they have made up for it. So I know some of you were talking about possibly still leaving your negative reviews on Yelp and Google and stuff like that, but if you haven't taken them down, I'm asking you nicely, pretty please, take them down. The guy, when he came over, he was almost in tears. He was so embarrassed about the way I was treated, and he made it right. He asked me not to discuss the nature of what he did to make it right, but trust me, he made it right. Other than that, easy downhill 11 miles today. Got to this campsite, walked up, guy Jeff walked up, shook my hand. I didn't catch his last name. Gave me the free spot, offered to get me dinner somebody else already had, showed me the showers, free Wi-Fi. There's plug-ins around, but not at my campsite, so if I want to plug in, I'll go somewhere else. Right now, I just have the solar panels set up facing the sun, which my phone's at 100, so it doesn't, it's doing its job. Hey, Sandra Kay, how you doing? Hi, Tammy. Hey, David. Please click the share button while y'all are at it, if you don't mind. Get the word out. I haven't figured out where I'm going next. very similarly to the day before yesterday, I was kind of swamped by people once I got here. It's not a bad thing. I'm not complaining. It's just it takes away from my free time to do things like research where I'm walking next and put up my tent and shower and stuff like that. So I literally have had zero free time since I put my tent up to get online and post anything or post pictures or anything like that. Hi Irene, nice to see you on here. That goes for everybody. Thank you all, David, Penny. Thank you all for coming on here and watching me. Let's see. My beard's growing. I kind of like what's happening with it right now. Molly is out. Her bed is over there underneath my tent, but she won't leave my side, so she's happy sleeping in the grass behind me at the picnic table. Hello from Michigan. Hello from North Carolina. How you doing? Elizabeth, thank you for joining. Anita, thank you for joining. Let's see. It's a beautiful walk today. Several stops, several handshakes, a couple donations. I was walking down the same road and I was just stopped by a pretty cool guy, a Cherokee dude, and his car had zombie apocalypse reactionary vehicle stickers all over it. He got out and he was a pretty cool guy. He gave me $40. Shook my hand, told me thank you. He wasn't in the military, but he appreciated that I was fighting for the people that fight for our freedoms. And he was a good guy. And then probably not even 100 yards past that, I passed this lady and her two children. I think the boy was about 8, maybe a little older, who was selling bracelets that he was making so that he could buy books to read. And it was all his idea, and he was very happy and stoked about it. And it's not that often you see children that age that are so stoked about reading. And I asked his mother about it, and she said, yeah, he's got a list from the book fair of books that he wants. It equals up to about $60. So I bought 2 bracelets and gave the kid $20 a piece for them. Just passed on that $40 from the other guy. It felt right, so I did it. Made the kid's day. It looked like I made the mother's day too, so it looked like they wouldn't have to sit out there and try to sell bracelets and broken toys for the rest of the day. Pop's Diner wouldn't let me pay for the meal, so I left a big tip for the waitress. It felt right, so I did it. Holiday Hotel wouldn't let me pay for the room, so I left the maid a big tip. Felt right, so I did it. But I'm not spending money. It's just money that's been given to me, and I'm just passing it on. It's like I've told everybody from the very beginning, I'm not in this for any kind of money. I'm not in this to get rich. I'm not in this to get famous. In fact, I hope I don't get that famous. I'm in it for my brothers and sisters in arms. I'm in it for the walk. I'm in it for my health. Not cash. So yeah, I pass some of it on to other people. You know, maids don't make very much money, so waitresses don't make very much money. Let's see what else. Oh, I did spend some money on myself. I bought a flute in Cherokee, a nice one from the museum, so I know it wasn't actually made in China. It had a little certification of, certificate of authenticity that it was made by Native Americans and all that stuff that came with it. It's really cool. It's got a raven on it, and it's got some inlaid turquoise rock in it. And that's right, I told Brooke I was going to show it tonight, didn't I? So let me walk over here and get it and show it to you guys. I figured it'd do something other than staring at my phone to play video games or watch movies. It'd give me something to, some other way of improving on myself while I was doing this walk. Learn an instrument, right? Yeah. I consider that an improvement. So let's go back over and plug back in so I don't lose charge. I got about a little survival trick for y'all. You stick your hand up in front of the sun. I'll show you right here, like this. You block the sun, then you bring your hand all the way down to the horizon until the sun just peers over your fingers. Now you see how right when it peers over my fingers touch the tops of the trees? Okay, each finger at an arm's length away, like this, represents 15 minutes. So there is 4 fingers there before the horizon. The trees don't matter, it's the horizon under the trees that I'm going for. So each finger's 15 minutes, that tells me I have an hour of daylight left. So I'm going to soak up as much of that sunshine into my phone as I can. If you want to know how I know that, I was in the military. That's how I know that. Okay, so I bought this for it also. It looks like leather, but it's not. It's like a microfiber, so it's real soft and smooth. And the inside's got like a nylon, water resistant and moisture wicking material in there. It's got a little piece of polished antler for the button. Alright, so here it is. There's the raven. There's the mouthpiece. It's all in it's all black wood. I'm not real sure. I'll have to look at the label again and tell you what type of wood it is. But you can see the inlaid turquoise, and the bird's got inlaid turquoise on the side. The eye goes all the way through, so that looks kind of cool. It's a raven. My mother's spirit animal is a raven, and it's made by High Spirits, made in the USA. There's their stamp right there, so it's a good quality flute. You know, I've been playing around with it a little bit. I in no way am any good, but you know, it's fun. Maybe I'll play a little tune for you or something once I teach myself a little better. But it's really cool. I was half tempted to take, I wouldn't even say half tempted. It crossed my mind for a few seconds to take my knife and whittle a little more detail into the bird. But then I realized if this wood's just stained and it's not actually black, then I might ruin it, and I don't want to ruin it. And this came out of my personal money, and it was a little more expensive than I really had the money to spend for it, but I really wanted it, so I bought it. You got a problem with that? Anybody got a problem with the fact that I bought this? If so, I apologize, and you don't have to donate anymore if you don't want to. But it wasn't donation money, it was my own money. But yeah, it's special to me. I connect with it for some reason. The second I saw it, when I picked it up, it felt like it was supposed to be in my possession. So it is. Price be damned. Hi, honey. See, my wife's on there. Lida, is that how you say it? Or Lydia? Lydia, I guess. Lydia McBride. Fred. Hey Fred, how you doing? Hi Lydia. Yep, I got it in Cherokee at the Cherokee Museum. I didn't buy it at some little crappy store. So maybe I'll play a little bit for you at some point, but after I stop sucking so bad at it. But it's definitely something I wanted to take. I got a little book that came with it that shows the proper finger positions, and I think it even has a couple little songs in it that you can practice, you know, beginner songs. But it's fun, and it really seems to, when I play it, it's got such a tone to it that it feels like home. I don't know how to describe it. It's got such a low bass tone. I've always really liked bass. I'll play you the lowest note. So it's I like it. I like it. Dennis says, you met my friend Beth, Mark, and Aaliyah today. Were one of them a child? Because I believe you if that's true. Family pulled me over. Wanted to take pictures. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. You know, the little pictures on here, the little circles with people's identities on there, I'm horrible with names. So when there are things like, I can't even tell what yours is, Lydia. And I can't, you know, if there's no face for me to put with a name, you could say your name was Ida Copeland and I wouldn't know who the heck you were. That's my grandmother, by the way. But I'm just saying. What's weird, something I've noticed only recently while doing these videos, is that my lip right here is always like off to the side over here like this. I kind of talk sideways out of my mouth. Like I had a stroke or something, but I haven't. The burst. In Cherokee. Okay, I believe you. In fact, I know that I did meet him. We were out of Cherokee though. Well, I mean, maybe technically we weren't, but it wasn't in the city. It was down the road. Let's see. Got to map out tomorrow. I really don't have that much left to talk about today. Since I left Cherokee, there wasn't so much that had happened. Met some cool people. If you saw that video I did earlier, Walking with Joe, you probably saw the little gazebo that I took a break in the rain out of. That place was really pretty. You can look out across the river. This guy over here behind me and that camper over there, or the cabin over there, told me that I could come sit on his porch and watch the river if I want to, but I still have mapping to do and posting to do and sleep to do. So that's probably not going to happen. Get moving? What do you mean? I'm done walking today. I hope that I can get everything done and still have time to practice on my little flute. I'll be Joe the flautist. The walking flautist. Oh, Molly found her bed. You guys want to see Molly? Hold Hold on, I'll flip this around. Happened just then. Okay, there she is. There's the Molly. She's on her bed, but still watching me intently. She's like, "Daddy, don't you go anywhere." And then got my stroller, new backpack. The black bag that's on the ground next to it is the saddle bag. It was too bulky. All of my clothes and everything that I was carrying in it only filled it up about halfway. So that backpack I got, it's actually a military Alice pack that I picked up at a garage sale today as I was walking past it. It's brand new, never been used. And all of my stuff fits in it. It's only 3/4 full, and it fits down in the stroller much better. Plus it has straps on the back, so if I want to take like a nature hike up into something like that, I can take the majority of my valuable gear, throw it in there, throw that on my back, and take it with me. When I just had the stroller, you know, I'd have to leave it sitting somewhere and trust that nobody messed with it. It's got loops underneath it for hanging the tent underneath it. It's got loops on top for the bedroll on top. I could probably get everything except for the 3 gallons of water that I own attached to that backpack if I needed to, if I had a catastrophic failure with the stroller. Okay, flip. Oh yeah, there's my undies and my socks that I just did in the sink laundry. Hi, Mom. If you're just signing on, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be on here too much longer, but you can always go back and watch the video. I was showing off my new flute. Someday it may come to live in my mother's house, but it's mine. And yes, I know my mother is the Raven, and that's probably why I bought it, as opposed to the one that was just a piece of wood there. But I love it. It reminds me of my mommy. And it's cool. Mom, this piece of leather here is over one of the holes. And I was reading the little book, and by moving this piece of leather to different holes, you can tune it differently. So it was just really, I thought that was cool. I didn't know about that. I didn't know if yours had that or not. But so far with me playing around with it, I keep it right there over the 3rd hole from the top. And I like the way it plays just as a 5-hole flute. But I know you can move it around. I like this part down here. You can see all the way through it. I love the wood grain in it. And you can tell it's real turquoise because it's got imperfections. So you can see the imperfections in it. It's not just turquoise colored plastic beads stuck in there. This hole here, that's for tuning also. I thought that was just decoration because it goes all the way through. It's got a really nice reverberation to it when you play it. It's going pretty good, Tina. Let me switch the camera around. Switching the camera around. There we are. Things are going really well. I've got about half an hour of sunlight left, maybe a little more. Just trying to get my phone fully charged before I hit the sack There's not really much to do here after dark, except defend yourself from bugs. Bryson City, known for trains and museum. I think you can ride a steam train. Cool. There's also a road to nowhere. Apparently, they flooded the valley. I read this. I don't know where I read it, but it was very recently on my phone. Maybe somebody sent it to me. But I read that they flooded the valley years ago. They were going to build a road around the lake, and they started construction, and then they stopped. So you got a road. It goes for a while, then it goes through a tunnel, and then past the tunnel, the road just ends into the forest, and it's called the Road to Nowhere. And a lot of people go out there. I guess the inside of the tunnel is covered in some pretty cool graffiti, and people hike out there and walk out there and stuff. So I'll look at the map and see if it's something that I can fit into the walking schedule or not. I really don't feel like walking down a really long road just to turn around and walk down it again. It's like my biggest thing. It's the thing I hate to do the most, is walk over the same thing twice. Like if I have to turn right and go a half a mile to a hotel, and then the next morning walk that half a mile back to the road where I turned right and then turn back onto that road, that aggravates me. I don't know why it aggravates me, but it does. A half a mile is nothing, especially for me now. At first it was even worse, but for me now, half a mile is nothing, but it still aggravates me. I don't want to walk over the same spot twice for some reason. It's probably my laziness, my inherent laziness. Hi, Aunt Marie. Is Brookie home? Is she on here? She wanted to see the flute. The sun is right in my face, but it looks good on camera. I know I'm a goofball. Hi, Debbie. Can't wait to play. My mom says I can't wait to play her flute with me. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Me and Mom's gonna walk from Collinwood, Tennessee, until she don't want to walk anymore. Right now it's a 200-mile plan, but if she wants to keep going, she's more than welcome to. I think I can get it in the same bag with my ukulele. You might be able to. You ought to try that now before you have to leave. I like the thumbs up. Was that for my playing? My off-pitch playing? Love you, sissy. Play more? I don't know. Y'all already think so much of me, I wouldn't want to get a swollen head or anything. So, ticks are a real thing, and they suck. Just so y'all know. Hi, Brookie. Do you want to see the flute? I've already shown it off, but I'll show it off again if you want to see it. I don't blush. That's sunburn right there. There's no blushing. Okay, I'll show it to you again. Flip it around here. Oh, I forgot to turn the phone sideways before I started the video. Dang it. Oh well. Sorry, Anne-Marie. But there it is. There's the flute. That's the raven. And there's the sides of it. And then here's the top. You can see the intricate carving. And then I got inlaid turquoise bits and little teepees all the way up the side of it there. And you can see all the way through the eye of the bird, which I think is cool. There's another little turquoise bit in the end of the flute. And then on the bottom here, it was made by High Spirits, made in the USA. It's got it. I've got its little card of authenticity and all that stuff. So it's a really nice, more expensive than I should have paid for anything. Little treat for myself. I don't know how to play. I bought it yesterday, people. I don't know how to play the flute. I was just screwing around there for a second. For ticks? Oh yeah, peppermint oil, yeah. It's not that they're biting me. I haven't found too many of them. I've only found one or two latched onto me. But I've pulled a dozen off of me that were just like crawling up my legs or whatever. So... Haha, you thought I was going to play. Treats get you down the road. Yeah. Yeah. I'm making you itch. Why? Because of the TikTok? TikTok. Ah, that's funny. I didn't even mean that. That's funny. TikTok. That's when you're talking about ticks. What about Molly with the ticks? Molly's on NexGard, which keeps ticks and fleas off of her for the most part. She still, I haven't seen any fleas on her at all, but she still gets ticks, but they don't stay on her. They bite her and then fall off. I wish that I could get something that they wouldn't even bite her, but yeah, well, at least she's not infested with ticks and I'm not pulling them off by the dozen every day. She's out right now. She's hard sleeping. Today was an easy walk. It was 11 miles. It didn't feel like it. I think I'm finally to that point to where I'm ready to start pushing the mileage up. Because 11 miles felt like 4 maybe. Hold on just a second, y'all. Hold on, somebody's relentlessly texting me. Let me let them know I'm live. I'll be right back. I'll still be here. You'll still see me. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Oh, that was you? Okay. Um, yeah, Chico, I don't mean to ignore people. It's just while I'm walking, especially on this road that I'm on, it's got a lot of blind curves and very little shoulder. I can't afford to stop and stare at my phone long enough with the cars whizzing by me. So I try to get it done at the end of the day. And then today, when I got here, there was a bunch of people that were talking to me. I didn't have any free time between putting my tent up. I went and took a shower. As soon as I came back from the shower, somebody was sitting at the picnic table waiting to talk to me. It's just that's just how it is. I'll get to everybody's messages, and I apologize for doing it slowly. Um, I literally get to it as soon as I can, unless I fall asleep first, and then it's another day, and I apologize for that, but it is what it is. But yeah, Chico, I wasn't ignoring you, man. Also, my phone was messing up the other day. I had no sound. I had to factory reset it, and when I was done factory resetting it, it reinstalled or re-downloaded all the phone numbers and stuff that I had in my phone, but it didn't bring back the contact names. So I have to go through and see who is who. So if somebody texts me and I say, "Who is this?" don't be offended. It's just because I lost the contact name and I have to put it back in. So that's about it. I'm good, but thanks. I mean, I didn't mean to dump on you there. Just explaining how it is. But it's all good. It's good that I'm busy. That the sun's finally starting to hit the trees. It's good that I'm busy all the time, that I'm talking to people all the time. It means that what I'm doing is helping. It's working. So I'm not going to New York. I'm sorry. I'm not headed in that direction. Yeah, damn Android phones. Hey, yeah, I'm going to California from Virginia Beach. 100 comments so far. All right. It's all good. Alright, well, the sun has crested the horizon. I am no longer receiving a charge on my phone, and I'd like to keep it charged up as much as I can for people that I still need to talk to tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody I love you. If you missed... Alright, cool. Thanks, Chico. I see that. I appreciate it. If you missed the first 90% of the video, I apologize. As soon as I upload it, you are free to go back and watch it. Thank you very much. I love everybody. Call your veterans. Make them laugh. Make sure they're okay. Don't talk about the war. Have fun. Deuces.